What up, fam? How you doing? This is James. Again, obviously, I've been taking some time to do my videos. I put out a lot. I put like one almost every single day. Um, but I just wanted to put one out because, obviously, there's been a lot of activity going on. For me, it's been, very eye-opening. Again, as usual, very eye-opening, and to see and experience the changes that are going on. Um, so, obviously, because I come here every day, the agents and their minions and others, maybe angels or people who are here to help, have noticed and, interact with me in different ways. Sometimes they'll just come right up and talk to you. I've had one guy, and it's a little bit different from the normal chatter, because people here kind of stick to themselves. It's kind of a small community, and if you live here, this is what some of the people are doing. I'm just one of those people that just come through, and um, people will kind of stalk you a little bit. So back here, I've had people camping out as usual, doing their thing, and things work. Do strange things happen on the spiritual realm that you would never imagine possible. And this battle is definitely spiritual and physical. Um, and the entity that's actually inside of me um, gets very angry and uses all sorts of, and it's a couple of different things. It's possibly a parasitic entity that's inside of me, something that um, works with me on the astral plane, possibly a jinn that has attached itself to me, um, and couple that with mind control and technology and controllers and stuff like that. And so you get quite a smorgasbord of different ways of connection, and couple that with say the police. That's why I'm recording him right here. They're about, and they're monsters. One of the things, I mean, I've been doing a lot of research, not a ton of research, but kind of more in-depth research and understanding, utilizing those people who are a little bit more into the occult and more into the understanding of what's really going on, besides just the minions. What is the story behind it? Trying to understand what they're really up to, and what type of grace, what type of saving grace or future do we have as a species, personally, with these monsters trying to kill us off. And it's kind of scary, because I've come to the conclusion that um, they're synthetics. They're synthetic entities that basically were created through genetic manipulation. I've been listening to a speaker by the name of Michael Tessarian. He's into the occult sciences and stuff like that. He's well researched. He does a lot more than I would. I mean, obviously, I don't really have the resources. And when you're a targeted individual, everywhere you go, you're getting harassed, in different ways. So it's a little bit different. Like, if, for example, there's a library right over there. If I go to the library more than a couple of times, they're going to set up an operation, to steal energy or to steal something or to manipulate, to destroy your ability to even do research. It just keeps coming, and I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm actually saying that I've actually gone through this on a regular basis. Anytime I try to reach out or do anything, I've had quite the contingent of minions pop up and harass me in different ways. A lot of times they'll just sit right next to you and start fucking with you, and it's very difficult to do much about it. Anyway. And they still do, in different ways, but I've changed my lifestyle so that I just kind of go with the flow. I'm not really connected to a lot of different things. I think that, people kind of need to figure out how to do things on their own these days, um, and disconnect. There's a lot of people who are still beholden to the system. I've actually had this Nigerian guy that's been kind of following me about around here lately. He's been talking to me about different things like getting his paperwork and stuff like that. He probably is a part of the system or something, who knows. Um, anyway, so he, was talking to me about how you can get bank loans and all this sort of stuff. And I basically told him straight out, I don't believe in that system anymore. Um, most money has sigil magic attached to it, and so you're basically just helping out the demons, um, help them destroy us even further. So, I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do. That's their own plan. If they decide to go that way, that route, then go for it. But for me, I don't see it going anywhere besides helping the beast. And it is a beast. It is a bigger beast than anyone could possibly imagine. Anyway, so it's Michael Tsarion. He's been talking. I've listened to his videos for quite some time, especially before they uprooted me. I will, admit that there was a point when I was heavy into research and doing a lot of different things, and they sent their jinn on me, their shadow people, and they were. There was a daily, like almost every single day, all day attack. And to the point where it accumulated, where they just started physically fucking with my brain, where they would, like, I could feel the actual entity grab my brain and squish it. That's how far they were getting. That's how evil they were being. And I had to leave. I actually got to the point where I had to leave the house, and so they breaking up the family and all that sort of thing. Which they don't give a shit. You realize they don't really give a shit about you because, one, they're synthetics. Some parts of the Bible talk about how how that was original sin, not Eve eating apples and stuff like that and knowing good from evil, but literally these negative entities, these jinn, and their minions, their children, genetically altering and creating mankind. And you say mankind because it's not man, but it's kind of like man. One of the things that's interesting is that they are completely disconnected from the truth, which is the creator, which is love. So if you start understanding some of those basics, especially how they push religion and this Jesus Christ stuff. Oh yeah, Michael Tsarion also mentioned some very interesting things, like Jesus of Nazareth might have been his name. There's no such thing as Nazareth on this planet, but there is such thing in the Sirius star system, which is known as the Dog Star or Dogon or Dragon, basically star system, which is another term that our ancestors called these reptilian entities, which are also children of the jinn, or even some jinn themselves shapeshifting. So like a lot of this, it's once you start looking at the basics and understanding, you start to connect the dots and understand that this whole thing is a lot deeper than you could possibly imagine, but also very simple too. The reason why they're not going to help us, and the reason why they don't want anything to do with us, and they want to kill us all, is because they are completely disconnected from the truth. They need, in truth, these families, these bloodlines, these people need to kill us. Like it is like they really have almost no option. They can't have us around if they wish to survive. From what I can tell, they need to get rid of us. they need to make humanity or whatever the rest of us into a whole new breed of of entities that, are basically bioslaves, like robots but human, or like biological robots that we all like pay our taxes, we all follow the laws, and they stay above the law, if there is a such thing. And then they create the wars, and they create the harmony and disharmony, and basically just fabricate every aspect of our lives and make it so that we really are just controlled entities. And they even have plans of putting up towers, which I'm sure they're doing already. You can see with whatever the technology that they're using with mind control, that they're well on their way to basically controlling everybody. And if you got this police presence, as you can see right here, you got police just willing and enabled monsters with guns who will attack when the order is given. And right now, as you can tell from the police shootings, which are probably manufactured all around the world and around this country specifically, that they're trying to create sympathy for the monsters who are all Masonic. They're usually Masonic, converts, initiates, who all know the game and are playing the game as well. And it's for me, when someone talks to me about, hey, let's, you should think about starting your own business or blah 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 blah, I think about these death heads who are manufacturing dissent in our society and are manufacturing all sorts of other chaos and destruction on levels that are seen and unseen. And this is very difficult for some people to believe, but I mean, when you're thinking about vaccines and education and they call it climate change, but when they're like manipulating the weather and spraying aerosols and stuff like that into our atmosphere, and just spraying chemicals into our food, and just the general chemicals that you use to clean your home. I mean, like everything. It's everything. They're doing something to me right now, so I usually try to make a video when I'm under attack, and you can see from the results. It's hard to think. It's usually something going on, something they stole and given back, or who knows. The greatest one knows and protects us. Faithful followers. But anyway, I've been going through some stuff, and try to reconnect to nature, and I think that's where it's at personally. Kind of just got to let go of their complete lie, and realize that this is not really the society I want to participate in or be a part of, and they may try to keep pushing their way into your life, but eventually I think that it's going to go away as more and more. It might be some upheaval coming our way, but I think eventually we're going to be able to live without them interfering in our lives the way that they have been, and being so destructive. And I think that once people start to come to the realization that they've been manufactured this way, there's a purpose and a reason that they're acting this way, then it kind of releases the binds that you had to that, especially that I've had to being a little bit more compassionate than you need to be. And I'm not trying to say that to be rude, but they're robots that have been manufactured for our destruction. It's pretty plain and simple if you look at the world right now and what they're really doing. So anyway, I pray for all of you, and hope that you continue the fight spiritually and emotionally, and continue to grow and get past these demons who want to kill us and destroy our lives. Anyway, peace out, fam.